Today in Higher Learning, with last week's observance of Veterans Day, came news that as a group, veterans attending college are not as engaged in life on campus as other students. A national survey reports that military veterans attending four-year colleges are spending more time working at jobs and caring for dependents than their fellow classmates. Here to talk about the findings is Peter Kerwin from the Rhode Island Higher Education Assistance Authority. Thanks so much for being here.
No problem. Morning.
You're the reason the green room today was packed with ladies, not those Australian
what a
guys.
shock, huh? Yeah, who knew?
This is a pretty neat survey. It's because that's going to be such an adjustment.
Yeah.
Going from war to college campus. What are some of the problems they're facing?
Well, look, there's this national survey on student engagement which found that as a group, veterans on campus are more likely to be older, enrolled part-time, serving as distance learners, and transfer students than regular students. So that itself presents some challenges, but it also found that they're twice as likely to report having at least one disability. Yes. And there's just the whole issue of time commitment. You know, the survey found that veteran students are reporting that they're just not engaged in the life on campus as much. They're not taking part in, on-campus programs. They're not engaging with faculty as much as other students. And what's good about this, to find this national survey has been done for 11 years now, and this is the first year that they actually made an effort to pull out numbers specific to veteran students on campus. So that shows that there's a real interest in trying to identify what are the problems and how can we address it.
That's what I was going to say. It really uncovers some student needs for a different group of students that maybe aren't thought of as your normal everyday college student.
Exactly. They did a great story on this in Inside Higher Ed, and they had one commentator, a higher ed official, who basically said, think about it. You're dealing with people who are first-time, first-generation students, but on top of that, they've come from a military environment where the learning experience was a very focused, kind of drill it into you, regimented.
Yes. Yep.
You're focused on developing a core set of competencies, certain skills unique to you. Whereas on the campus environment, it's more of a give-and-take situation. You're in a community of learners, so there's a lot more work together that you don't kind of yet necessarily.
You're right. And you're removed from school as well. Usually,
Exactly.
Obviously, the process is high school and then right into college. If you throw, going out to war in the middle of it, I can't imagine the gear change.
Absolutely. And the idea too is, look, when they passed the veterans benefits, for the Iraq and Afghan war veterans, the idea was, as a public policy nationally, we want to encourage these young people to go back to campus and get their higher education. So the fact that they're actually trying to solicit information from them, find out what can we do to provide better services, that's a really good thing, and I think it's an important first step.
Yep. If anybody deserves a shot at higher education, it's veterans. So what can schools do to make it a little easier for them?
Well, it's a matter of, just developing programs that are targeted to their specific needs. Make sure that you're drawing them into the life on campus as much as you can. Certainly there are a lot of concerns, as you mentioned in the opening, they're sometimes caring for, they're providing services to a family member who's ill maybe. They're working a lot. But there are ways, I think, to try to, make sure that they are engaged in the life of the community. Make sure that professors are reaching out to them too, and that, you're really getting them involved in what's going on campus so that their experience is a quality one.
Peter, thanks so much.
No problem.
Very important topic. For more information on the College Bound Fund, just head over to foxprovidence.com.